display in that victory.
Second and 6.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Now Purdy. This one completes. A Tunyon underneath.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, but here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Throwing now is Carr.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right. We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You look at this Niner defense.
They really played well in that win last week against Miami.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Carr going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense for the Niners, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Carr.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
The coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I'm being given much more balance than this. Big time run, big time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Kittle going to have a 49ers 1st down as a tackle made at the 18.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
Again, McCaffrey.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time he is in. Christian McCaffrey, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Get there and bring him down.
Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
First and 10 at the 11.
They give it off here to the tight end. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Eric Silver in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now they'll go with a reverse. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Now a 2nd and 6.
On play action. Now Carr. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Getting 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
His 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And the lead is now 24.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Carr.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here's Carr to throw.
He's got right on the short throw.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Purdy off the play fake. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 65 yards. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
To the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Second and 5.
To throw, it's Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort.
And he's brought down. can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it, as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Here's Carr.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
And now Carr changing the formation.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And down inside the 15 he goes. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Here comes a reverse.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Now a stoppage here for an injured player, and it's David Montgomery who is struggling a bit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. To throw his Carr. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Play action. Now Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
He'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. Look at the big man rumble.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago.